What would you say was the most exotic trial that you've ever, or the most exotic or challenging trial, if you can think of one off the top of your head?
Well, the first thing that comes to my mind is really potato, but
Potato.
yeah. It's something. I mean, the top part of the plant, or the one which is above ground, we were able to get growing really nicely, but in the kind of first few trials, the tubers didn't really happen. So what happened under the ground was completely disconnected with the slush green potato plant, and after some trial and error, we really then figured out also to get both of them working. And I think it's fascinating that for some reason a certain color more or less inhibited the growth of the tubers, whereas then another one then was like a night and day. So really kind of concrete results.
Wow, fascinating.
Yeah. Some of the other trials that have been really interesting is really kind of this kind of vernalization or kind of hibernation of plants, that with some colors it happens and some other colors it really doesn't happen. So some of these light spectrum reactions or color reactions of plants are really strong and almost like on-off events.
I guess light is just one of the parameters, isn't it, that a plant needs? So how important do you envisage the other environmental parameters in
a you of course need to have all of them. I mean, we only do light, and in all of our trials we also of course have to include water, nutrients, many times CO2 addition and all of that. So I mean, if you have a great light and you have a high intensity of light but you don't have enough CO2, the CO2 will come the bottleneck. So you have to kind of be raising each side of the barrel to feed the other factors, and I mean, we are the lighting company, so we know light, but we of course recognize that you need all of these other factors too. But unfortunately, we are not an expert in nutrient development and I don't know, air movement. So it is really a kind of cooperation between all of the different factors, and it's really then ultimately up to the grower how he kind of mixes all these things together to kind of get the growth that he wants to achieve.